Beautiful, Aiden. Thank you so very much. And how wonderful to have you all with us this morning. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And welcome to our Sunday celebration of love. I'm Reverend Helen Vallot. We have Aiden Farrell with us, and Michelle Doe is our practitioner of the day. And we welcome you on YouTube. Thank you for being with us this morning. And Aiden, I'm going to have you start us off with an opening song.
Okay. Here we go. I wrote this song this week inspired by gratitude, and it's called Counting All My Blessings.
I love it. Yes, they are. Everywhere we go. That's brilliant, Aiden. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you taking the time also to write that for this Sunday. It's beautiful. Well, good morning, everyone. And I thought this morning for our ritual, I would talk about gratitude and blessings and how that pertains to all of the religions and philosophies that we acknowledge, because gratitude, it seems like it's an universal phenomenon. It's hardwired into human nature. And so it also is a spiritual discipline, and it is certainly worth cultivating. So in Hinduism, which is the world's oldest religion, Hindus show gratitude in many small acts of hospitality and through service toward the divine presence in both their homes and temple shrines. In Judaism, a Jewish morning prayer states, "I thank you for having restored my life to me. Just waking up in the morning is reason enough to give thanks," considering the alternative. And in Buddhism, Buddhists give prayerful thanks for all that life has to offer, including the challenges and suffering, because it helps them to appreciate the gifts and to become more compassionate. In Christianity, gratitude is a virtue most worthy of our cultivation. Gratitude is to be planted, watered, dressed, and harvested. The Tao, a way of life and a view of life, says mindfulness and gratitude is a part of that way of life to reduce suffering. And Confucius said, "It's better to light one small candle of gratitude than to curse the darkness." In Islam, the Quran is an ever-present reminder that life is a gift. And a verse from the Quran says, "Which of your Lord's blessings will you deny?" In other words, don't deny any of them. And knowing that Ramadan is a full month of gratitude embodied in fasting and prayer and culminating in feasting and charity. In our First Nations traditions, Mother Earth will never abandon us as long as we continue to show our love and gratitude to her. What has ensured our survival as the first peoples is that we have continued to show our gratitude and appreciation for the land. And I think there's a lot to learn there. The Baha'i faith says, "Be thou happy and well, pleased, and arise to offer thanks, in order that thanksgiving may conduce to the increase of bounty." And of course, Ernest Holmes says in our New Thought traditions and philosophy, gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity. And Meister Eckhart says, if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. And I know and I recognize that many of us may not be together with cherished ones during this holiday of Thanksgiving, given the circumstances. May each one of us continue to acknowledge that the bounty and abundance in our lives is plenty. And giving thanks for those we love transcends all limitations of time and space. Nothing can halt the love that we share. Nothing can erase the good times that we have experienced, the hugs that we've experienced, and the sharing as a community. So affirming our good turns what we have into enough, and it opens up the portal for more love, more grace, and more harmony. Open your heart to the abundance of blessings this weekend and beyond this weekend. Your giving thanks will birth new understanding and a deeper connection to the realization that we are all one, all connected, despite any circumstances. And so I do wish you and your families a beautiful, wonderful, heart-filled Thanksgiving weekend. Peace and love and blessings to all of you. And I am going to invite Michelle, our practitioner of the day, to bless us with affirmative prayer.
Good morning, beloved community, and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome home. Let's relax right where we are now. Let's do what the trees are doing now. Letting go, becoming lighter and lighter. I am conscious, I am aware, I am right-minded, I am upright, I rule my mind, I rule my destiny, I rule my city, I govern my city. I enter an attitude of gratitude. I enter an attitude of plenty. I live in the land of plenty. I live in the land of abundance and prosperity. There is one source, one life, and it's in everyone, in everything, everywhere. And that life is my life now. Let's give thanks, appreciation. Thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for the trees that supply me with the air I breathe. Thank you for the sun and its power that we all require to survive. Thank you for the lakes and rivers that we all depend on for life. Thank you. Thank you. In this vibration of gratitude, I am met with love and peace and joy and beauty and wisdom and intelligence. I sit in this vibration and it automatically gives me more. Thank you. Thank you. I release these words to the law, knowing it is done. I simply let it go. And together we say, and so it is.
And so it is. Beautiful, Michelle. Thank you. I'm going to hand it over to Aiden for our invocation song. I was just going to say invocation, but it's actually an invocation song. So take it away there, Aiden.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you. I can't think of a more appropriate song in terms of Thanksgiving and really recognizing this beautiful, beautiful world that we do live in and how blessed we are to live in it, no matter what's going on. So thank you, Aidan. And Michelle.
Good morning, Reverend Helen.
Good morning. It is so great to see you.
Likewise.
And I understand you and Bill, your partner, husband, are having Thanksgiving dinner together.
Just the two of us. I drove back from camp this morning to be with you, and I'm going to go back and put the turkey breast on the barbecue, and we're going to have dinner and enjoy the day.
Mm-hmm.
The blessings.
The blessings.
Yeah.
And, during this month of gratitude and really expressing gratitude and noticing, paying attention to all the things we can be grateful for despite what's going on in the world, of which there are many things. Mm-hmm. How are you embodying gratitude and what are you finding?
Well, to me, this year is a different year. And like I've said when I'm on, it's time to dive in, right? So first of all, Mother Teresa says it all starts with a smile. So we're to become present with this thing we call a conscious breath, which takes us there. And then we are to leave our heads, and I say that so it's clear, and go to our heart space. So there we don't think, there we are. And like a flower that opens up, open up that heart in full bloom. Right here where I am. Gratitude or thanksgiving, as we know, Reverend Helen, is the most powerful form of prayer. Mm-hmm. An attitude of gratitude is a vibration It's a frequency. Gratitude is an energy field that draws more to us. What is gratitude? It's an appreciation of the natural goodness, appreciating what we already have right now in the present moment and feeling that. That's what makes us rise, the feeling of the gratitude. So let's acknowledge the good or goodness we already have right here and right now. And we start right where we are. It's the little things, but big things. I say little things because it's all the 10,000 things that we take sometimes for granted that we need to be grateful for. And we don't have to say 10,000 thank yous, just feel it and you're there. It really is a vibration. And like I said, the more you vibrate in that vibration, the more that comes to you. So bringing more gratitude into your life now changes your vibration and changes your world now. So what am I grateful for? Those 10,000 things. Thank you. Namaste.
Oh, I love it, Michelle. In the 30-day challenge, I have people bring the feeling into their body, and I say, feel it, embody it, let it move through the cell, through you on a cellular level. And it's interesting because I was reading some quantum science, physics, and Amit Goswami, who's one of the foremost quantum physicists, who is renowned on this earth plane at this time, said a quote, and I thought it was so interesting. He talked about the portal to us experiencing the quantum field is through the heart, and how we need to drop down into the heart more. And I'm like, yeah, this is brilliant.
That's our language.
That's our
when
language.
We're in our heart, we're not in our heads. We're in love. And we have to open there, like I said, like a flower, Reverend Helen. It's knowing that it's the most powerful thing we have is our heart. So I'm going to say an affirmation, and I would like everyone to say it with me. Each day, I acknowledge all that I'm grateful for, all of the blessings given and received. Together, each day, I acknowledge all that I'm grateful for, all the blessings given and received. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
I am grateful for you. Thank you.
Likewise, for all of you.
That was the perfect ending.
Always.
Always. Love it, Michelle. Oh, I'm going to hand it over to Aiden for our feature song.
Okay. I love everything you've both been saying today. Thank you for your amazing words. And I also wrote this song this week, kind of meditating on gratitude, and so reflected in everything that you're saying. I love it. This song is called See It All, and it's about stepping into a place where you can actually see what is right in front of you, within you. That shift in perspective that is really miraculous. So this song is called See It All. Sweeping through September, strolling a smile, for I can't help but see all the autumn colors, the reds and every other, and they know how to let go. Jumping over puddles, dancing in the rain, I can't help but wonder why I resist the change. Why must I close my eyes when summer drifts to fall? Why do I look away when I could see it all? So for every day and for every night, for the sun and the rain, for the shadows and light, for the seasons, so many reasons to be thankful. Now that I see it walking over bridges high above the stream, I can't help but listen to the spaces in between. Beyond all the commotion, there lies a simple notion. I choose what I can see, and I become what I believe. So for all that I am, and for all I have grown, for all I have learned, and for all I don't know, for the seasons, so many reasons to be thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. How could I not be thankful? Now that I see it,
Oh my goodness. That's stunning, Aiden.
Aiden, that is, I
Oh,
can't even describe the feelings I'm having. Thank you so much.
You.
Beautiful.
oh, absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. What a brilliant songwriter you are. And I have to say, I saw it in a musical.
It feels kind of like that, kind of timeless.
Yes. You know, strolling on the bridge. And I could just see people strolling on the bridge and singing your song. And
I was going on a bridge singing the song when it came to me, so.
oh, wow. You know, it's what makes coming together on a
And
Sunday.
everything is so connected. Every word we're saying is being sung.
Yeah.
Like it's wonderful.
It truly is. And, you know, so interesting how there is only one mind because, um, again, it's so weaves into what I'm talking about today. So, oh, thank you, Aiden. You know, because there's so much going on, and oh, and you know, I want to start out with the quote, like many of you have heard. Pain in our life is inevitable. We're all going to have stuff happen. There are things that happen, yet suffering is optional. And we live in this multi-dimensional universe. There are dozens of different levels of consciousness, and there are people having different experiences, and every experience that we hear about or that I hear about is absolutely perfect for that person at this time because that's the experience they're having. But there are kind of 4 experiences or 4 levels of knowing that I want to talk about. And some of you might be very familiar with these 4 levels of competencies. They're also known as the 4 levels of learning or 4 stages of learning. But the first one is that, oh, darn it, not again consciousness, which is known as unconscious incompetence. And for often many of us, it's the starting gate of manifestation of victim consciousness. And, you know, it's this theme that we have no control over our circumstances or anything that happens to us in life. And all we can do is hope, and we don't use that word hope a lot in our philosophy because it really does kind of keep us with our fingers crossed instead of understanding there's a different place to be. And, you know, often in this unconscious incompetence, we continue to react out of anger, and we don't even feel it because we're so justified. And I know there are times in my life where I've been in that unconscious incompetence where I feel that reaction within me, and I react back out, back at the world, back at people. And it's not a very healthy place to be by any means. And then we can move up to the next step, which is conscious incompetence. Oh man, I am so aware that I am doing the same thing over and over again and expecting some kind of different result, but I don't know how to get out of it. And in this level of conscious incompetence, it's where we realize, oh, okay, wait a minute. There is something I can do about it. I might not know or have the tools, but we learn that there are energetic laws that are just as reliable as the physical laws. And we discover that our thoughts are these units of mental energy that play out in the world. And they have an effect. And so, you know, we can move in and out of consciousness, and we sometimes feel separate in this place of unconscious or conscious incompetence. Like, I know there's something, but I don't quite know how to get there. And often we can also think of it as awareness hell. I know, but I'm stuck in it. And this is where we really want to start paying attention. I am aware that I am reacting, because every time we react, it is not necessarily in proportion to the circumstances we are experiencing in the moment. The reaction is hijacking us into old wounds, whether it's abandonment or fear or shame or powerlessness or some kind of old trauma. And it also means that we can start to realize, wow, I am in a place of greed here. I'm in a place of resentment. I am in a place of anger and fear. But I am reacting not only internally, I am reacting externally. And it's up to me to do something about it. And so that can lead us to a great growth in our consciousness. When we start to take responsibility for our lives and we go, maybe it's not all the circumstances out in the world. Maybe this has something to do with me. And oh, how can I start to shift? Because of course, our brain is hardwired to go to the negative. The negative sticks to us like Velcro. The positive actually is like Teflon. It doesn't stick. And it actually takes 5 positive experiences to override 1 negative experience. And this is when people start to give up because they go, but I'm feeling this pain again. I'm feeling this suffering. I'm in this place of reactivity and anger and resentment, and it's not working. It is. You just got to keep going. You got to keep going and not give up. And, you know, I talked about this actually in the 30-day challenge. We got to 10 days and it's like, okay, all kinds of stuff might be coming up for you right now. It's okay. Let it come up to be released because you're starting to focus and create new firings in your brain of focusing on your good, focusing on your power, your potential, your joy, your beauty, your oneness, your wholeness, your compassion, your ability to forgive. And it's like your brain wants to take you back into the old structure that you were living in that was negative. And it's a normal human function in our brain until we get those neurons firing and firing and firing until they wire together and we start creating these new neural pathways. So you go from unconscious incompetence, where you don't even know what you're doing, to being consciously incompetent. I know I'm doing this stuff and I'm practicing and I'm meditating and I'm praying and I'm creating, but it doesn't feel like it's working. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You just have to keep going. You have to keep going until you get to that place of, oh my God, I am actually consciously competent. I am actually in a place of responding. I'm feeling those rubs. I'm still feeling the anger and the resentment and everything else. And I've had people say that to me this week. I don't know. Anger seems to be a big thing this week where people are really angry. I was going to say something else, but I'll use the word anger. And it's like, okay, I'm recognizing it. Great. And if you're not reacting externally, you're starting to make a shift into conscious competence, where you are making a healthy, loving, constructive choice. And you're able to get into, thank you for this experience. And this is about being grateful and happy and blessed no matter what. That comes first. And you're able to really pause and go, I don't have to react out there. I don't have to put all my stuff out there. And this work takes work as well. I would say a lot of us, because we've been doing our practices and we're able to self-regulate and be in that place of conscious competence. Sometimes we get hijacked back into the unconscious incompetence, and that's okay. It's how fast you get yourself out of it. And how much can you just let it go when you do trip over yourself? And then, you know, the more we practice and the more we train our minds And the more we recognize that nothing is personal, Miguel Ruiz, one of his 4 agreements, take nothing personally. Nothing that is happening in the world is personal. And we don't have to take it personally. Even if someone dumps their anger on you, it's not personal. That's from their history. And as I said to one person this week, anger is not a primary emotion. It's a reaction. It's a secondary emotion to feeling some kind of hurt or pain. And that hurt and pain is not necessarily in proportion to what's going on. Often our unhealed wounds get caught up in that and we have an overreaction. So stop taking things personally. Let it go. Let it go. I think I even started to sing those words to one person, although I said, I have never seen the movie Frozen, but I definitely know that song. Let it go. It's not about us. It's not about what other people are doing, and we don't have to react to it. And then we can get to that 4th stage of I am one with all consciousness. This is the unconscious competence, living in that sense of oneness, wholeness, interconnectedness with all of life, and feeling joy no matter what. Being able to feel joy. We can, as Michael Singer says in The Untethered Soul, we can still feel joy even though we've experienced losing someone, or we've had some other experience that is not that pleasant. We don't have to allow that experience to define who we are. Because when we get to that place of recognizing we are energy fixed in time and space within this body, but this body is not who we are. This mind is not who we are. Our feelings are not who we are. We're pure energy, this pure energy of love. And when we can allow that to flow through us and not take anything personally, it's all just happening. Now, I used to say, well, it's just an interesting experience, until I was talking with my neighbor in the hallway and he said, that's an ancient Chinese curse. And I said, what? He goes, yes, may you live in interesting times is an ancient Chinese curse, because the interesting times are always about war, famine, loss. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to stop saying that. So it's all just unfolding perfectly, and it all just is what it is. And I don't have to get caught up in it, and you don't have to get caught up in it. By yielding to this consciousness, it gives it permission to just play out. And we come to realize that, there's something much bigger going on. And that life is unfolding perfectly, no matter what. And when we can tap into our own eternal wisdom and respond from that eternal place, then we are living in a consciousness that allows for more joy and grace and beauty and fun in our lives. Amit Goswami, because I happen to be reading him these days, says consciousness is the true reality, and matter is a byproduct bordering on trivial. Matter is a byproduct bordering on trivial. So imagine that all this stuff we get caught up in is kind of trivial. Because you know what? A year from now, we're going to be in a completely different place. Both consciously, I would trust, as well as physically, and in what we're experiencing in the world. So why are we getting so caught up in this moment? So keep working on yourself to get to that place of being, of unconscious competence in your own consciousness. Because the real revolution is the evolution of consciousness. Nothing else matters in the world of form. This journey of life that we are experiencing, yeah, it's challenging. Every challenge can be met and handled with effortless ease when we are directly connected to the light of our higher self. And when we choose to build a good relationship with our heart and align ourselves with this power, we are able to see everything from a higher perspective. And we don't have to get caught up in all that little stuff. And when we do, and it's funny because I was saying to a group of people on Thursday night in a class that I'm taking, I said, well, actually, I can think of times like, yes, I like to think I live in conscious competence and sometimes unconscious competence, a great deal of the time. But there are moments when I have been caught up in that unconscious incompetence and I have been sucked into stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, I got to love myself through that and recognize it and do my work. And so when we get to that place of, oh, wow, I was sucked in. I was in that trauma and drama, and I was being a victim in my own life. And then I stepped into conscious incompetence because I became aware, and I made the choice to step out of it. And that's what we can do for ourselves, is in each moment recognize we have choice to step out into something much greater. Conscious competence? No, wait a minute. I can handle this. I can handle this from a place of grace. I can handle this from a place of clarity. I can handle this from a place of seeing a much bigger picture here than getting caught up in my angst and my anger in the moment and reacting. And then I can move into that place of unconscious competence where I just like, yeah, I'm going back into my own eternal wisdom and responding. Responding, it comes from responsibility, the ability to respond from that place of grace and love and compassion. And so I've spent a lot of time thinking about and walking in other people's shoes and going, you know what? I can understand how that would be for them. It's not where I'm at, and I don't have to lower myself to that level, but I bless and I understand. And then it's like, all right, and it's theirs to fix, not mine. And I think that's another thing to remember when we get to that place of conscious competence and moving into unconscious competence, I almost said incompetence, competence, that we are able to understand we are not also responsible for someone else's journey. That is theirs to do. And I can understand and I can bless. And if they want support, I can offer that. But it's theirs to do. Theirs to do. And so, think about yourself and what you're in. What are you being? Are you in unconscious incompetence? Are you in conscious incompetence? Are you in conscious competence or unconscious competence? And just recognize that for yourself as you start to move through your week and going, wow, what's going on for me in this situation, and how are you regulating yourself? Because self-regulation, oh, that is a very potent tool. When we can start to master that and have that ability to go within and tap into our own internal wisdom, no matter what's going on, whew, we get to live in unconscious competence. And that is a glorious place to be, because then we are living in heaven on this earth plane, right here, right now, no matter what's going on. And so keep doing your work, everybody. Keep going for it. It's so worth the journey. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for being a part of this celebration of love. I am going to move into our giving affirmation, and I invite you to say it with me or say it after me. Divine love flows through me. It blesses and multiplies all I have, all I give, and all I receive. I am richly blessed, creating a greater and greater flow of abundance, consciously competent. And so it is. And we appreciate your donations, your tithe to the center to keep our live stream going. And so thank you so much for that. You can set up an ongoing donation on our website at welcomeomtoronto.com. You can also send an e-transfer to info at welcomeomtoronto.com, and know that it is greatly blessed and received in gratitude. And so I want to also say thank you to Michelle for your beautiful, beautiful words. And we haven't been together online for such a long time. You've usually been with a guest speaker, so it's delightful to share this time and space with you.
Likewise, thank you.
Oh, you are most welcome. And thank you, Aiden. Thank you for just sharing your beautiful talent and gifts. Oh my gosh, you are one amazingly talented light being, Aiden, and I thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for listening and witnessing. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, I'm going to have you close us out with your final song, and I want to say again, thank you to everyone who's watching online.
Okay, it's an old favorite, so sing along if you know the words. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
Awesome, Aiden. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving weekend. Many, many blessings to you. Namaste. And hey, all of you, be on your way and go give a blessings to everybody you meet.
Woo!
Much love. Bye for now.